someone to save me. No, and don't come running and
Hello everybody and welcome to Your World on a Canvas. Now, I don't know if I'm going to upload this on Your World or the Math Report. Either way, you're going to get it because it's a combination of sports and politics. I'd probably most likely put it on the Math Report because it's going to talk about things that, are near and dear to my heart, such as emancipating ourselves from mental slavery and things like that. So today we're going to talk about the Jets owner and what he said. Now, we are all up in an uproar. We watched MSNBC, all these other stations. Some how dare he? But this has been going on for generations and generations. How? How, you say? It harkens back to slavery. It's a systematic slavery. They can't physically put you in bondage. Everyone. I mean, they do it through targeting our youth from the time they reach the kindergarten and already having jail cells with their name and number on it, and actually creating jail cells for every male child of color's birth. Remember that. So we're still physically enslaved. Now we talk about the mental system that keeps us enslaved. We all think, all kids, I want to be a professional athlete. Now, yes, if you put in the grind, you will get there. I'm not denying that. But at what cost? Some parents push their kids to such an extent where it turns them off. Because the parent wants to live their dreams, so they sacrifice their children's dreams for this. How high can I jump? How fast can I move? Is my fast twitch muscle up to par? I mean, they have it down to a science now. So you have the anomalies, you can't measure someone's heart because their IQ, the mental IQ, overcomes the physical. And remember that, the mental overcomes the physical. However, the mental for us is seeing the money, wanting money. We're letting the dog wag us, right? So you want the money, you see your child's natural athletic talent, and you steer your child. Here in Florida, it's football. Texas, football, big. The northern states, Massachusetts, New York, Chicago, those places, California, basketball. You push your kids towards those sports. And you mentally abuse them without knowing that. Some of them really, really want to do it, to help their family. But then in the process of doing that, they do not understand finance. Their financial IQ has never been raised. In fact, they are pushed through the school systems. And that's a video for another day. I'm in the school systems. I'll talk about that another day. We're not here for that. But think about that. They teach their kids what to do. How to grade us. Kids sit right beside them, and they show. So we train our kids to better their bodies, but not their minds. And those two things are supposed to go hand in hand. Now the great philosophers, Chiron, if you're into Greek mythology, Pan, think about them. Hercules. Pan taught Hercules the mental aspect. He already had the physical. So we push our kids physical, but we don't increase the mental. Look how they are pushed to the lower grades. Why am I saying this? Because I encountered this. A young man, 13 years old, he's all of 6'1", 6'2". Great athlete. He is smart, but there's no accountability. No one is making him understand that he needs to increase his mental. Before this past school year was over during the pandemic, he was in my class. I could not find him. Called, asking parents, hey, get your child to do his work. How can I get in touch? Nothing. He's staying at a coach's house. What coach? Not one of the coaches from the school, which would have been, a great big story. But yet this is supposed to be a coach. Why is the child not, why doesn't the school or his whoever, but these things happen all the time. Because the coach enables the child, grooms him for that sport, that mental slavery. Yes, you're going to be rich, but when your coffers are filled, your bank account is filled with all that money, it's just sitting there. So what do? You do like big baby Glenn Davis in the Boston Celtics, and you carry an attaché case full of cash with you because you don't know what to do with your money. You don't know anything about investing and growing your money, so when you finish working, you could just sit back and do other things, expand your horizon, broaden your mind without worrying about money. But it's immediacy. It's instant gratification with the social media, like. Social media is supposed to be a tool for advancement. And that tool is about to take off for that advancement. But yet, what do? We spend hundreds of dollars on hair weaves, living in areas that, we grew up in, and saying you want to get out with your child, but you push your child into that sport, and you're wearing $200, $300, $400 weaves and whatever amount you pay for your nails, but you living in squalor. Where are your priorities? And these young ladies are doing this, and these going towards these young men, and then that perpetuates the youth having offspring that will generate the baby factory for professional sports. And we do not see that. We do not recognize that. And it's a shame, because we are hurting ourselves. We are hurting our children. We are hurting our future. We are destroying our future. We are voluntarily putting our children up for auction. Saying, here, take my child. My child is next for you to destroy their body. And when you have broken them down and cannot use them anymore, you send them on their way. And they sit at home in a mental funk because they have not done anything but run, jump, dribble the ball, pass all their lives, and have not developed the financial IQ that is necessary for them to prosper and not continue to be part of the systematic systems that enslave us, that cripple us, that cripple our children's lives, that make them think that they need a $200 pair of sneakers. And if they can't get it from you, they'll go get it from somebody else. And you don't question them. Where did you get the Xbox? You take their word. Oh, such and such mom, bought him another one, gave me this one. Are you going to pick up that phone and call that person's mom, or take the Xbox back to their house and ask them how much? Because you'd like to pay, even if it's just $25 that you have, so that you would not feel like you could not do anything for your children. But no, you don't question, you accept, and it goes on until one day the police walk up to your door and ask you about your child. And you say, my child wouldn't do that. Then you find out, and you really search and look in the room, and they find the evidence of what they did, because you have allowed them to fall down the same path as everybody else. If you blaze your own trail, your name will be heard. But if you stay part of the herd, you will remain silent. So, are you going to forge your own way up the hill? Are you going to scrape your knees? Are you going to remember what it felt like, what it feels like? Or are you going to continue to take that easy path and put your children in harm's way? Tell them, yeah, go run, jump, and play, because I need you to make me money. That's the only reason you're here, to make me money, not to make yourself happy. Think about that. Think about that when you force your kids because they are athletic. Now, if that's the only way that they could, keep them out of trouble, that's fine. But do not neglect the mental. Because when you neglect the mental, It's a fast pace to the bottom. Because they will get to the top. But the physical can only take them but so much. So pick up a book and read with them. You are afraid to show them, oh, I cannot read if that's the case. I'm not saying that you can't read, but some people, in fact, a lot of my students cannot read. Why? Because you refuse to pick up a book with them, to reason with them about the world. Let them believe in the fantasies that's shown them on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Convos, whatever you use. Because anyone can manipulate a picture. With your life script, once you write it, it's written. You could add pages to it, chapters to it, but when it's written, cannot be changed. But don't wallow in those past chapters. Don't say, I can't. What if? For great misery. What ifs makes for you to be a lemming. Keeps you crippled. Keeps you in a box. I, for one, refuse to live in a box. What about you?